What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. We have some absolutely huge breaking news coming in, and that is Ilkay Gundogan to Manchester City is a done deal. It has been confirmed this morning, about 45 minutes ago. Since I've started recording this video, it's been confirmed by all outlets around the world, and of course we did get the here we go from Fabrizio Romano. Gündogan will leave Barcelona for free and join Man City immediately, and of course Barcelona will save his salary for the final year of his contract. The deal is now set. Of course, this was kind of confirmed on Monday, and now we are here Wednesday morning and the deal is completed. Of course, we knew how quickly this operation would take, especially with Man City being open to Gündogan's return, and especially Barcelona open to his exit, and of course Gündogan as well, considering the departure from Barcelona. I've seen, again, this has been a hot topic around Barcelona over the past 48 hours, everyone going crazy and bananas over this exit. The reality is, it's a positive for Barcelona, and again, there are a lot of pros and cons to his departure, but I think in the end, everyone can be content with this exit. This is not, a player in his prime that we're losing at the peak of his powers. This is a player who's probably has 1 year left at the top level, where Barcelona don't see it quite feasible to pay him around 200,000 euros per week to be a squad player at the end of the day. He was definitely not going to be a starter for Barcelona. Of course, under Xavi, he would be. That's why he made sense, and that's why he was worth it. But now under Hansi Flick, the perspective is completely different, so that's why Barcelona had to rethink things, and of course, making their star summer signing in his position did not bode well for Gündogan. I was watching, my videos about a month ago, beginning of July, end of June, where the rumors that came out about Gündogan potentially going to Turkey. In my opinion, then stayed the same, and it's the same now. The consistency I have is top notch, and again, I put it into perspective then. I'm doing the same thing now. If you were to ask anyone back at the end of June, beginning of July, would you swap Gündogan for Dani Olmo to get rid of Gündogan on his last year, save his salary, pass that salary on essentially to Dani Olmo, but a bit on the cheaper side, and of course splash 60 million on Dani Olmo? Everyone would have done it. That's the reality of the case, and the club have done that. So I would say they definitely made an upgrade in that position. Of course, with Dani Olmo, you get a player that has huge potential, who's done well over the past year. The longevity in his signing is unmatched. You get him for the next maybe 4 to 8 years. With Gündogan, it's only 1 year left. So I think people really need to calm down with this perspective of Gündogan. Yes, he was our best player last season, but no need to twerk for him. This is not a player that it will be a massive miss for Barcelona, because again, we have so many players in his position. I don't think we're going to miss him too much, unless we have a huge injury crisis. This, I think, is the best move for all parties. Goes back to England, will not face Barcelona unless, there's going to be Champions League action. I think it's a good move for him as well. I think Barcelona being very generous to him. Why keep him and keep him on the bench if he wants to go and play as well? I think, again, the salary is the main issue. 360,000 euros per week gross, 180,000 euros per week net is what Barcelona are saving on. I think there's also been reports as well that apparently, based on his performance in the games played last season, his contract got automatically extended for 2 years. So we're even saving on that salary for 2 years. I believe there's only 1 year left in his deal. I haven't seen any confirmation from the Barcelona media. It's always all that's coming from England. Apparently his contract got extended by 2 extra years automatically. So again, you're saving on so much money for a player who's not going to be prominent under Hansi Flick. And again, this deal being done before Friday is huge. That way Hansi Flick can have some clarity, tranquility in regards to his press conference on Friday. And this now means that the registration of Dani Olmo is basically guaranteed. Victor Roque's move as well is also very close. Maybe we get a here we go video again later on today for Victor Roque. But we did get the good one this morning, and he will officially leave Barcelona. I want to thank Gündogan for his time at Barcelona. One very solid year at the Blaugrana side. Of course, he played over 40 or 50 games for Barcelona, was consistently good, consistently played. I think he got 14 assists and 6 goals or something like that. I think his most memorable goal, of course, was in the Clásico, but we didn't end up winning it. Scored some great goals. The Alaves goal was fantastic as well. Scored a great touch finish, I believe, in the Granada 3-3 draw, something like that. But in the end, his only year at Barcelona came with no trophies, and it came in a year where we didn't do too well, crashing out in the Champions League as well. A lot of people think that Gündogan's leaving because he spoke out against Araujo, and the club don't like that. I think that's all bullshit. Gündogan did not speak poorly on Araujo. I think Araujo definitely overreacted because that's probably the first time he got called out in his life. I think what Gündogan did was definitely, from a professional point of view, did not bash Araujo whatsoever. Of course, these were two incidents with Gündogan, one after the Clasico and then one after the PSG elimination as well. Apparently, him and Araujo talked and they squashed the situation. Apparently, the club did not like that too much. I don't think this is like the reason why he's leaving or it has anything to do with him departing as well. I think everyone in terms of the Barcelona fans liked it at the time. They all told, Araujo to man up. And I don't think that has anything to do with this current situation. I think Gündogan was a fantastic servant for Barcelona, did exactly what he did. I'm seeing Toni Kroos reacting to Fabrizio Romano tweets that he's leaving for free with the monkey emoji with the hide and seek. Like, look, this is of course a great player, but a great player that was not going to be prominent for Barcelona anymore. And with the wages that he was currently on, this is a very strong business decision. People talk about, oh, we have high wages, we should reduce the wage bill, we shouldn't pay players in their in their mid 30s huge wages. The club are making a good move here in my opinion. They've already upgraded Gündogan with Dani Olmo. They have of course Fermin Lopez, you have Pedri, you have Rafinha who can play there, you can have Gavi who can play there as well, Lamine Yamal, who people were talking about of course back over the weekend against Valencia when it was reported that he's playing in the 10th position. This exit for me makes perfect sense. Of course, this is under Xavi. He was going to be a starting player. Different perspective. I think Gündogan would have definitely stayed and he would have been an important player. But with Hansi Flick, he wasn't going to be a starter, and paying him 200,000 euros per week to be a squad player essentially, and be in and out of the squad was not logical from a business point of view and also from a sporting point of view as well. In the final year of his prime, you could say, taking away key minutes as well from those young players to grow like Casado, Bernal, maybe even Unai Hernandez, Dani Olmo, Fermin Lopez as well. So this deal makes perfect sense, and I'm very happy with Gündogan's only year at Barcelona, and I wish him absolutely nothing but the best. Of course, he's been absolutely fantastic in terms of his easiness and calmness in regards to this exit, and it'll cause Barcelona any problems. So I think Gündogan has a special place in my heart. This kind of feels like a 1-year loan essentially for Gündogan. I get a lot of people are upset that he's leaving for free, but in the end, I talked about, getting a transfer fee for him back in July when I was watching those old clips back. I think, you're living in La La Land, especially when he's going to go back to Man City. There's going to be no chance. All you can really hope is that Man City now can maybe be somewhat easier with Barcelona in regards to a potential Cancelo operation. That's all you can really hope for from this deal in terms of some sort of leverage in the future. Of course, you want to keep that good relationship with Man City as well if we want one of their players in the future, i.e. Erling Haaland, maybe in some point in the future, which Juan Laporta is probably planning on. But look, I think with Gündogan, his time in Barcelona was definitely success in terms of his performances, but of course not success in regards to lifting trophy, which of course is not really down to him. But Gündogan leaves Barcelona. His exit is confirmed to Man City. Free agent signing, just like how we signed him last summer. Of course, you save on his salary for the next year or two, and I think overall it's a positive departure for Barcelona. And with Gündogan, of course, nothing but the best in his future. Of course, in the comments down below, let me know your thoughts on Gündogan's departure. Are you for it? Are you against it? Are you kind of think on the fence, kind of happy with either side that would have taken place, like I am? Of course, leave me your thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you drop a like down below if you enjoyed, and of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below as well if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time on the channel. Take care, and Forza Barca.